Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Life, Law, Bin. Hi guys, welcome back. So I have my friend Abigail here again. I'm using her brain to bounce off of in this video. We're going to be talking about the transition, making that transition from sixth form to university, pursuing that first degree. So the first thing that I want to focus on is basically while you're at school, try to get involved in some extracurricular activities. So I find that there are always volunteering opportunities, or even joining the same interact club or the debating society. What do you think?
I think extracurricular activities are so important because it also helps you to find out like what you like and what you don't like. So for me at QC, which was my first secondary school, I was in every club. I do everything. I do basketball, netball, I did interact club, I did Kiwanis club, all. But it was just, girl guys especially, cadets. But it was just to see what I liked and what I didn't like. So then when you get a little bit older, you could just decide, okay, I'm going to focus on debating, or you could focus on volleyball. And like you could just develop whatever skill you want for the future.
I could agree with that, because I think we stuck with volleyball from the beginning to the end. And that I find that you always need that balance in terms of academics and some sport, because you need to expand the lungs, get out there, run, feel the blood pumping for a bit. And I also I currently am still an avid debater. I'm speaking in the past, like it's not the present. And while I'm on the topic of debating, I think that it's important, especially if you're going into fields like law, for example. Anything to me where you need the gift of the gab, any career that you need the gift of the gab, I think that you should actually get involved in debating, because it's not only about perfecting an argument and delivering it to the best of your ability, but it's also about public speaking. And the truth is, public speaking can be very terrifying. And you can be extremely nervous when doing it. So it's something where you need to practice. And I found I was able to hone that skill at QC in the debating society, joining, doing some competitions, and finally in my latter years partaking in the World Schools Debating Championship. So I thought that was quite beneficial.
Yeah, for sure. For me, my thing was Girl Guides, because I don't know, I was a blossom, then I was a brownie, and I don't know, like my heart just stuck with it. And for me, Girl Guides was one of these things for me that it just developed like every aspect of you. Like it taught me to be very humble. I had to do public speaking. You had to work with others. Like, I just thought it was something that like prepared me, like I don't know, like gave me an all-round preparation for like entering like the world, like the adult world. And then in the end, I ended up going to like a women's forum overseas, and then like it gave me a lot of vision. It was a new experience. I was so grateful to meet a lot of different accomplished independent women. So I think extracurricular activities opens the door for like so many other things. It's not like something for you to do after school. No, it's personal development, and everyone needs personal development.
It's true. And not only that too, I find that if you are looking forward to moving on to that next stage at university life, you need to have something to write on your personal statement.
For sure.
Okay, people don't just care. I find like recruiters don't just care that you are applying to their university and where you want to go, but what can you add to that institution?
Yeah.
And to be honest, anything that you do, any kind of society, any kind of club, I find that you can pick up on a skill that you've honed and tailor that to basically put it in your application to say, well, I recognize that I'm good at X skill, and this would make me a good student or a good asset for your organization. And I feel like sometimes we as students, we pay so much attention, I should say, chilling right through secondary school, busting a laugh with friends, kicking it, that kind of thing. and we just forget that extracurricular activities aren't just there for you to be there waiting till mommy come for you after 5.
Exactly.
But it would actually help you in the future.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what I think.
I
I also think for the CV too.
I actually have something. Oh, all right. Extracurricular activities. Universities do not care if you're an all-A student and you do nothing else. They do not care, because it just shows that to them you are basic. Like, you don't have any levels. You need to have layers. You need to be like, okay, I'm an A and B student, but I also swim and I also debate and I also do this. Like, because like academics, like, everybody can be smart. Once you're hardworking, everybody can achieve good grades, I think. So once you have these extracurricular activities, it adds more depth and more value to yourself when you're going to the workforce or into university.
It's true. And not only that, it helps with time management. So when you eventually go into the workforce, as you would say, you need to accomplish those deadlines, but also be able to step away from the desk and do other things.
Yeah.
So it's about striking the time balance and that kind of thing. So I also find too that we always forget. Sometimes for most of us that go directly on from sixth form on to university life, we need a reference.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, if you do nothing at school,
where you can get it from?
Who's gonna write for you? You need a teacher that's gonna be willing to write for you.
Yeah.
So people, that is part 1 of transitioning from sixth form to university life.